Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And today it's the Alaska United States State Quarter Series entry, and that's number 49 of the states. Alaska, it says 1959. And this is an interesting quarter because there's a lot of talk about error versions and error varieties. And this actually right here is one of those error varieties. So we'll talk about that and how you would recognize it. But first, let's just talk about the coin in general. So the United States in 2009 decided to do a state quarter series, and they changed up the Washington quarters. They did a little redesign so they could put more information on the front. And this one right here says United States of America at the top, Liberty here, In God We Trust here. And this has a P in it, and that's for Philadelphia, which is the mint that made this coin. In Philadelphia in 2008, for just regular circulating coins, Philadelphia made $251.8 million. This coin, if it's in really good shape, is worth about $5. This one here is not in really good shape. Maybe it's worth more as an error coin, and we'll take a look at that. If you want to figure out who engraved this coin, you magnify it. This is the kind of thing you can just put your iPhone on a coffee cup and just put the coin underneath on some kind of dark surface, and you can magnify it yourself. It says JF and WC, and that's for John Flanagan and William Cousins, who were the designers. John Flanagan designed the original, and you probably all remember the original. It's this one here, Washington facing to the left. It says Liberty at the top and God We Trust here, and then the mint mark and the date at the bottom. So what they've done is they've taken, of course, the United States of America off the back, and they've taken the In God We Trust on this one. It's under his chin. This one, they put it behind him so they could put Liberty, which was on top, down here. So they've changed it up quite a bit. So that's why William Cousins gets credit for being an engraver designer of this coin. It's a copper nickel clad copper. And then when you get to the back, you see that it says Alaska 1959, has a bear eating a salmon in a river. And just a really beautiful designed coin. Now this coin, the back of the coin is a CLV there, and it's for Charles L. Vickers. And Charles L. Vickers has done some amazing engravings on these coins. This, my favorite, maybe my favorite ever, other than my home state favorite for the State Quarter series. We see there's some kind of pine tree up here, a waterfall. And of course, rapids or waterfalls are where bears will hunt for salmon as they try to swim up the stream. 2008 down here in E pluribus unum. You can kind of see the foam coming off the stream. They also made this coin in Denver, and they made it in San Francisco. And this is the Denver Mint version. The only difference really is it has a D on it right here. From the Denver Mint, they made $254 million. So $254 million at Denver, $252 million essentially at Philly. And they also made this as a satin finish coin. And the satin finish coin, it comes in the uncirculated mint sets. So if you buy an uncirculated mint set, you won't get a circulating coin like this. You will get one with a special finish on it. And they made two different ones at San Francisco. And you can kind of look at that. I mean, you can tell it's a proof coin. Just tip it up and look at it, right? You tip it up on its edge and you can tell what kind of proof coin it is. It's a copper nickel clad copper. And then we see that it's a cameo with S on it. So at the San Francisco Mint, they made these 2.1 million clad coins, and they made 1.2 million silver, 90% silver. These ones are worth $8 to $10 each. The clad coins are worth $2 to $3 for the San Francisco Mint coins. Now, what's the deal on the back? Well, let's start with one of these and look at the claw here. And you can see that right here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 claws there. And now let's look at one of the other versions. This one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but look, there's a little bit of junk in there between the first and second claw that isn't in the mint sets, and that got worse as they minted these. So I guess it's, some people worry that it might be post-mint damage, but I think this is we've seen enough of these, so we know that it's probably not that. And then if we look at this one, we see how it kind of got flattened out there too. So this is just the dies wearing out. It's not going to be a really, really expensive coin, but you can look for it. And this one, so see, this one doesn't have that. This one has that little bit of extra in there. This one has kind of a flat there. So there's all these different varieties. I don't believe there's a recognized variety of the extra claw, but when you do get these, look for that extra claw because it's kind of fun to find it. And if you get one of the proof coins, you not only won't see the extra claw, but you'll see a lot of detail on these. Oh, the star. These all have a star on the top. That is not a star like it's on a regular coin with all the stars around it. For some of the other versions of coins, this is the North Star, because in Alaska you can see the North Star pointing to the north, and so that's why the Alaska State coin has the star on it for the North Star. We don't see any northern lights, but that's certainly part of it. And you say, what's this kind of browning here? This occurs frequently in some of the mint sets as it kind of starts to age and tarnish, I guess is what you'd call it, itself, and get this patina. Maybe another 30 or 40 years this thing will all have a beautiful patina on it and we'll be able to sell it. Didn't happen so much on the regular non-silver version. All right, well that's all we have today from DC Coin World International Coin Channel.